Hello and welcome back to our adventures in Westeros. We have about 5 years until we come of age. When's our birthday? Our birthday is the 10th moon, so we're, roughly about 5 years. We're like 4 years and 9 months or something away from coming of age, which means that, well, we pretty much just want to chill around here for that amount of time. Want to chill in Old Town, and then when we come of age, we can immediately go to university, which would be pretty good. Now, I should mention that we are on a new version of the game. We are on 16.2.3 or whatever it is, 16.1.3, one of those ones. And the reason we're on it is because the base game updated, and I'm assuming the mod will update at some point, and the patch for the base game just said fixed some crashes, basically, so I'm hoping there's no issues, but you never know. The mod did give me a very large warning when I turned it on, saying it is at my own risk that I continue. So, hopefully we don't get a crash, but if we do, we probably know the culprit. Anyway, Instructor of Knights. This is the only contract we have in the area. We should probably do it. I mean, we are okay. We're actually pretty good at prowess. And that's one of the main things you need for knights, right? And we have a lot of knights at our court. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's not our usual fare, but maybe this is what we're going to do. Oh, actually, before we do, it was suggested that we could switch our culture in order to have equal martial rights in order to then participate in things. There are only 2 cultures I think I found that have that, or 2 areas of the map. We have the Dornish down here, so 2 cultures down here, and then we have this area of the map up here, so we have the Beyond the Wall one. Neither of which immediately fit us, but maybe later we might do that. I don't know. Haven't really decided. But for now, we'll stick with what we got. We could also, I guess, diverge our culture. Can we even do that? We would have to be landed. Yeah, that would be difficult. Okay. Cool. Contract. My liege Morabald wishes to keep his knights in fighting shape. An experienced commander or swordsman is sought to pass down their knowledge. Let's go. Oh, I didn't have the... whatever. I was just going to say I didn't have the Scout for Talent one on, but we can turn it on next time. It's fine. It won't be that big a deal. As I arrive, I'm greeted by Lord Stefan's Master of Arms, Morabald. I'm glad you could make it. We are in need of an expert in the ways of war, as our commanders are rather unschooled. Master Arms Morabald bows his head and quickly adds, at least according to our liege. Well, I would be pleased to invite you in, but my lord expects you to begin training immediately. Pick whomever you wish and have them armed. Alright. So how good are they? So we have Sir Lambert Steady, Hosman, and Morabald. Oh, whoa. Why is the game unpaused? Okay, that's fine. Let's go for Lambert. To know what I'm dealing with, I invite Lambert to spar with Willis. They take their stances, awaiting an opening. Lambert's guard weakens first, allowing in a few but precise blows from Willis's mace. He has trouble even staying standing. Looks like this will be a rather long session. I stop the bout before it gets bloody. Thank you for your efforts, Lambert. I've seen enough to know how to proceed with your teachings. So I could try and recruit him ourselves. We don't need that. Make him an open terrain expert, or say Willis, give him a private lesson, or he should follow my moves. There's a chance he gets a huge amount of prowess from Willis. Willis, do your best. Did it work? Who knows? Hosman, you're next. Who was the other one? I guess I can go to Lord Stefan's court and see. So that was Lambert. Yes, so he did get a bunch of prowess from that. Cool. So this person's also sparring with Willis, and the same result, I think. He should follow our moves. There's a chance he gets a 4 prowess increase. He did not. He can't keep up. Alright. Morabald, you're next. Well, Morabald also fails to fight Willis. How good is Willis? He's a little bit better. So I could say I could use somebody like this. Chance we could recruit him, we get success anyway. Do we want him? I mean, he is shrewd. He would actually be a good educator. You know what? Yes, I do want him. Yeah. I'm going to try and get him into our court. It would cost us 70 gold, but we'd get 38 back from the contract. Yeah, let's do it. Refused to join my camp? And my contract was failed because he refused to join me? Oh no. Well, that's awful. Town crier? Give me some... I mean, we have people who are good at diplomacy, and I'm not terrible at it. Give me some... but the diplomacy ones tend to be plays. Give me diplomacy. It might be plays, but we might be able to work with that. What we got? We got Hobnob with Ruler and Improve Ruler Relations. Okay. Let's improve ruler relation first, then, for Lord Garrett Sawyer. To all upstanding, trustworthy fellows, good employment in the service of the Lord of Strong Spirits may be found. Serious inquiries only. Alright, and then we'll click Scout for Talent on the way. Let's go. It's no secret that Lord Garrett's reputation isn't all that it could be. Unhappy vassals, worrisome mutterings about tyrannical behaviour, a death of intangible prestige, all signs that can point towards a dearth of intangible prestige, all signs that could point towards a shakier grip on power than most lords would like. Paying someone to clear up such misunderstandings won't come cheap, of course, at least not if I have anything to say about it. We'll do a 3-2. Let's put some people in here. So we got Diplomat, Scribe, Musician. So Diplomacy, Intrigue, Learning, Stewardship, and Diplomacy, Learning. In which case, this one... Yeah, we're probably looking at Scribe first, so 27. Scribe only has a crossover with Musician. So nobody in the top 2 is in the top 2 here. Musician only has... Well, Musician has a crossover with Diplomat. So, yeah, it could be Eric, Ernessa, and Lothar, no issue. Alright. Eric, Ernessa, Lothar. Right, clear those out. So that's going up by 9.1%. Now, wait a second. Is that 9.1% even without him? It is, okay. So let's look at these two first. Diplomacy, Stewardship, Diplomacy, Intrigue. So it's a Denio Rofo again. Yeah, so it's the same as the plays, actually. Yeah, and then we want Lothar. Cool. So that means it's 24-day phases, going up by 9% per phase. Yeah, this should be pretty quick. Very quick, I'd say. Right, and now we chill. Would have been good to get that shrewd person, because if we got the shrewd person, we'd have an educator. But anyway. It's been years, and it's now clear that my absent follower Jocelyn is not coming back. Something about the lack of news tells me he's died during his sojourn, though I cannot quite say why. I only stop looking for his coming. So Jocelyn, I think, was our previous stooge. So he's now gone. We could replace him. Yeah, I don't think we have somebody we want to replace him with right now. That's okay. We'll find somebody, no doubt. Also, we have enough money to upgrade our perimeter again. Yeah, let's do that. Let's continue upgrading our perimeter. It's our next project. Right, where are we? Bottom right. 12%. Wonderful. Blood and spit. Ah, veal cutlets, my favourite. As I'm about to dig in, my joy is abruptly interrupted by Alyce. What does she want? Alyce, our bully. You're getting noted. Hello there, witch. What are you eating? Looks disgusting. Let me add some spice to it. Alyce exclaims, walking closer to my plate. Patooey. A vile lob of spit lands straight in my meal. There you go. Much tastier. Wahaha. She laughs and grins. Ooh. So we're honest. We're bossy. Are we going to be vengeful or calm? I think we have to be vengeful. We are definitely going to be vengeful. Now you've done it, Changeling. So we gain that, which is going to lower our diplomacy, but that's okay. We get closer to getting a rivalry with her. We lose opinion of her. We gain some prestige. She loses opinion of us, and there's a chance she becomes wounded. Did she become wounded? No. But now we're vengeful. Well, that does mean something. Right, where are we? Where's the Wasn't you, was it? No. Vengeful. It was you, our crush. Yes. Right. Now we truly do have a list of people who are going to face our wrath at some point. Or our vengeance, I guess I should say, because we're not wrathful. Aches and pains. Oh, we had this event when we were 1 and now we're 11 and we're still not feeling great. I'll pay so that Willis can have somewhere nice to sit down. He doesn't look well. Alright. Oh, I can make a request on Lord Warryn. Ah, thank you for the 96 golds. Really appreciate it, Warryn. Yep, that's pretty good. Now we chill here for a little bit. I believe we've just hit 12, which is why our character model changed slightly. Sorry, this looks like a... I think it's the shadow, but I was like looking at it going, do I have a mustache? No. The campfire crackles, illuminating a figure entering our circle. Do you have a place for the man of the father? He smiles at me hopefully. Such figures are well known in Faith of the Seven Circles. The traveling preacher spread the word to carry the father to every nook and cranny of the world. So we could try and recruit this crazy looking person. Stay a night, tell us your stories. Or I must ask that you leave. We can gain some more wander experience, but we don't really need it. I could try and recruit this guy. Let's try and recruit him. He agreed to stay a while. Now, is he a better educator for us? 27.5. I don't think he is. I think Lothar is still better, right? Yeah, because his stewardship is significantly better. I don't think Wise Man helps. You know what? Let me have a look. Wise Man might be one of those traits that just doesn't come up enough, but it might actually help. So CK3, education. The wiki has like a list of traits that help, so I don't know if Wise Man does. Right, so on to the wiki. No, it doesn't. It's what I thought it was initially. It's genius, intelligent, quick, shrewd. Ah, and there are some things if certain cultures have certain things, but that's not going to apply for us. But yes, it's genius, then intelligent, then quick, shrewd. Then does the culture have northern stories or storytellers or noble adoption tradition? Then it's is your childhood trait matching? So do you have where are we? So like, does your trait match these? Which ours does. So that's a positive. If it's not matching, then you get a negative. So that's a negative 20. That's a positive 20 in its thing, which is equal, by the way, to having a genius educating you. And then these are neutral. Guardian's relevant skill is 0.8 times the Guardian's relevant skill. So, in this case, if we go and find our Guardian, which is in this page, so his relevant skill is 13, so it's 0.8 times by 13. And then it's Guardian's learning skill, which is 0.4 times the learning skill. So learning skill is half as much as the relevant skill in terms of importance. But still, if you look at it, like if you had something like Genius, you get 20. For that, you would need to have a significant amount of these skills to make up for it. So that's why I constantly look for those. Even like if you have Quick, you still get a plus 10 bonus. So, yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, it's sorry, plus 5 bonus for if it's the Guardian who has it, but still. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Us having Quick is a plus 10 bonus overall, but yeah, we can't really adjust that. We can't just become a genius. So, anyway, long story short, this guy is better because these stats are going to be better than the new guy's stats. Wherever the new guy is. Yeah. Because he doesn't have it. His stewardship is terrible, basically. Right, where are we? We're waiting for this. But yeah, if we could find somebody who has a good trait, that would be fantastic. Because then it would be much better anyway. The other thing about things like Genius and Intelligent and Shrewd is that although they give you a bonus on your success factor for your education, they actually do more than that because they also give stats which in turn also give the bonus, right? So it's like it's kind of a stacking thing. There are also negative ones like things like slow, dull, stupid, imbecile, that sort of stuff. But yeah, doesn't matter too much because we would just not educate our... Like, they also would have very low other stats, so we're not going to educate our children with those. Right. Seize the moment. It's a surprise how much a few little words in quiet corners can change a situation. A whisper here, a comment there, an action defended at dinner. It wouldn't have been nearly the same meaning coming from the landed magnate, of course. Too much power, too much at stake, too much risk of insincerity. But a humble explorer stopping at court briefly as she and her band wend their way through the world, well, that's an entirely different game. Needless to say, Lord Garrett is more than happy with our efforts, and we must be on our way. Lord Garrett, while we're here, I'll take some golds as well on my way out. Appreciate you supporting small, like, adventurer camps. Camp Perimeter is now level 4. Oh, look at that. Camp Perimeter is now level 5. Wonderful. And now we're going to go hobnob with a ruler. Let it be known that the munificent Lord of Honeyholes extends his generous hospitality to worldly and deserving travelers. Yeah, we're going to go. Lord Warryn is a lonely man in a position of power, making it perversely hard for him to meet people who don't want anything from him. My company is supposed to be different, a chance to make an actual connection. It's not, of course, I just as much or more than any other... It's not, of course, I want just as much or more than any other hanger-on, but it's a nice fancy to believe for a while. My followers and I will be gone before he suspects anything. Right, let's get on with our task. Ooh, we'll try and get comfortable lodgings. We did, wonderful. Right, so diplomat, so these are the same, and then shill. So diplomat is 23, 21, 20, 24, 21, 21. So you're gonna be 21, 20. It's the same either way. It's 1 point either way, basically, so it doesn't really matter. Right. And then we'll put in a Denio. And then 18 all around. But there's a 21 here, so let's do that. And then Willis can do that. Wonderful. So that is 28 days scheme phase. And it's going up by 8.4 per phase. Wonderful. We're not getting a new patron off of this one, so we're not making as much money, but we might as well do it while we're here. Never mind. There's no guarantee that Lord Warryn will ultimately even end up giving me the gifts I crave, no matter how well I simper at his feet. It's clear I must act, applying all the pressure I can to acquire a loan in advance. Then if he graces me further, I'm laughing, and if not, my efforts are pre-recompensed. So I'm trying to get him to pay us 300 gold. Ooh. Wait, why is the chances... Wait. Oh, this is incorrect. This is... Yeah, this isn't the way this should work, but I know exactly what's happened. This should be the other way around, I think. It should be that this becomes harder the more money you want out of him, but it actually becomes harder the less money you want out of him. So, I guess I'll try and take the money. Yeah. I got 300 gold paid to me by him. Cleos is no longer my sworn shield. How did he die? Cancer. Oh, well, that would do it. Also, does Warryn have any money left? He has a little. I don't know if it actually took the money from him or whether it took like the money out of like the magic money pot that doesn't actually exist. But anyway. Eric could end up being my sworn shield, but we could put Roffo in here. I kind of want to put Roffo in here, even though Roffo is worse, because I think it would make sense to have him be our sworn shield for a while, and then we'll try and boost him up. Also, you know what? With your new position, Roffo, I'm going to give you a gift. I am going to gift you this longsword. Yep. There we go. So now he has a new longsword. He's still as good at the position as before, apparently, but no, that's fine. Yeah, we'll try and boost him up. A dab hand. Impressing Lord Warryn feels like a full season's work sometimes. Despite being hardly the world's greatest noble, he he has very curious notions about the standards other people should be held to. In situations like these, the safest thing to do is likely to fall back on what I'm best at, to pick something I do well and let my skills shine. Although, for someone as off-the-ratic as Warryn, I could also try to triumph at something thought to be less my bailiwick. Prowess with a blade, my shrewdness, or remain aloof. We'll show him our prowess with a blade. It was a shameful display. Oh no. That's not good. Wait. I can search for stuff even though I'm not there. It's kind of weird. There are always those at court with more sway than others, and Lord Warren's halls are no different. Some people stride through the corridors, some scuttle to get out of the way. If I really want to make an impression, it wouldn't hurt to get one of the local societal elite or social elite on my side, but who to choose? So Ferris with a martial challenge, Garmund with a learning challenge, Roland with a prowess challenge, or it would not be wise. What's the negative here? Maximum success chance goes down. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, I want the chance to get the scheme growth. Let's try and beat Roland. I'm drearier than I thought. I failed. How's the scheme looking? 95%? Well, it's not the end of the world. Ruin Rambling. Do I want to try and find something in the ruins? Yes. I got a small trinket. A gilded rat's tail. Gives us child opinion and lowers our prestige ever so slightly. Alright. Well, we'll equip it. Right. Back to our mission. We're at 5 advantage. We can probably fire it when we get to 10. We'll see. Our max is 95 either way. Oh, Warryn, hey, while we're here, he would not give me more gold because he doesn't have the gold anymore. We've taken all of his gold. We could take his provisions and sell them for gold, though, which I will do. Right. Just while I happen to be here. Warren's really given us quite a lot of money over the years, like an absurd amount of money. It's very good. Yes, it's very good indeed. Right, so 10. Probably want to go to at least 11, actually. The beating. You stupid spawn of hell, why must you always be in my way? I'm going to teach you a lesson, Ibros exclaims, reaching out for a nearby cudgel. You made the list. What have I done wrong? I only wanted to see what Ibros was doing. He's approaching rapidly, raising the club in the air. Help! If you tell anyone who did this to you, I'll make sure you perish. He grins. Wow. So this is an event that basically used to trigger all the time due to some kind of, I think it might be a bug or like some trait making it way too common. And it is generally considered the worst education event. I think pretty much without contest. Because, or at least the worst one that gives you a trait. Because your choices are shy, which is terrible. I mean, look at it. It's god-awful. But it has some positives, I guess, but it's pretty much awful. Because it also causes you to get a bunch of stress as you try and play the game. You get paranoid, which is also god-awful and causes you to gain a bunch of stress. Or you can get craven, which is just god-awful. They're all pretty terrible options. So what are we going with? Also, it means that we're going to end up being vengeful, honest, and then one of these 3. I guess we have to be paranoid. I guess it kind of makes sense for our character. I mean, our father was randomly killed just by some people in some trees out of nowhere. So I suppose we would be a little paranoid. Yeah. And there's a chance you get wounded as well. That's the other thing about this one. There's all of that, and you could get wounded off of the event. It's just truly an awful event. Alright. We're at 11. What's our max? 95? Okay, let's trigger it then. Because it's going to be 95 either way. Let's go. Naturally, Lord Warryn fell for my charms, for the song of the wilds and the romantic life of a travelling explorer, just as I knew he would. At last, we make our preparations to leave. Warryn, sad to see us leave, but glad for the small reprieve our company gave him. Of course, it's not all one-sided. I've earned us a rich payment in gifts and supplies for the company, more than enough to justify our time spent tarrying here. Right, now we get to make it back. And we finish the next camp perimeter one. Well, look at that. We can upgrade camp perimeter again, and that enables the forward scouts. Wait. Oh, they already did. What's the new thing here? There is no new thing. It's just a better lot of stuff. It's just the upgrade cost moved everything down. Alright. Camp perimeter is almost done. Any new contracts for us? Learning, transport, or treasure hunt. The problem with a treasure hunt is it could take us really, really far away. I'll have some transport contracts. Oh, also, we should hear a story. And then the kneaded clay was covered with skin, filled with blood, and the Tor named him Batsy. Alright, chance to get some intrigue. We got exotic intrigue for 3 months. Alright. Yeah, we're becoming a very different character very quickly. We had a path, and now we're starting to get twisted. Let's well, that's for Warryn, so we'll do this one first for Lord Martin. Lord Martin Mullendore would like us to deliver his emissary somewhere. He would like me to take Willis Mullendore, who is a bastard, which is why he's Willis Flowers. Where would you want me to take him? To Golden Grove. Alright. Well, we can do that. Yes. Do this one. And then on the way back, we could visit Oakenhaven. Once known as the Misty Islands and home to the dreaded Iron Men, the Shield Islands have since become a bastion against the once masters. And we'll do that on the way back. Wonderful. Seems good to me. Let's start traveling. So we arrive. That gets us a little bit of money. And we've excelled at our contract, because there's pretty much no way not to excel at one of those types of contracts. Lord Martin. Oh, 121 gold. Don't mind if I do. And then back down here. Right. And it got us some martial lifestyle experience. Oh, now we're back. Artifact delivery for Warryn. Yeah, okay, Warryn. I'll take on your contract. How much money does Warryn make? He does make 10 a month. It is quite a lot. But I suspect that he also it probably gives them money when it spawns a contract. You would like me to take your horseshoe to Lord Mathis of Golden Grove. I should have taken both at the same time, as it turns out. Guess on the way back I could head to Star Peak. Or Star Pike. The ancient home of House Pike lies within the Dornish Marshes. Sure. Let's go there. So basically we're just a delivery service to to Golden Grove. Right. And we're back. How old are we now? We're now 13. Alright. Cool. Oh, Warryn, could I have 42 more gold, please? Thank you very much, Warryn. We are basically just taking Warren's money, like, just constantly. Any new things I can do here? Town Crier? Give me some intrigue contracts. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Improvised spycraft and improvised spycraft. Okay. Travel to 3 count. That's for Warryn. And that's for Martin. So there's people I already have stuff with. Alright. Contract requires you to travel to 3 counties, performing either intrigue or diplomacy challenges at each, or simply burning prestige and opinion. Alright. Lord of Honeyholt wishes it to be known he is inviting useful revelations from across the 7 kingdoms and beyond. Lord Warren's call for educated reports on the happenings going on around his capital attracts all sorts of charlatans eager to earn easy coin for a stilted rumor or obvious fabrication. Fortunately for him, my band and I aren't the same run-of-the-mill fools thronging his halls, and I can trade in more interesting stories of neighbouring lands, though how useful they'll be is up to the good Lord. First though, we'll need to discreetly visit a few places that Warryn is interested in knowing more about. Yeah, okay, let's go. Small group. That seems reasonable. Proactive reconnaissance, Castle Rodden. Though no one can say for certain, the word hanging on everyone's lip here in Castle Rodden is murder. Some say it's Lord Robert himself, frayed patience causing him to thirst for some poor fool's untimely end. Others that the rumoured plot is actually against the Lord, or merely the political jousting of some of his more ruthless courtiers with one another. Whatever the truth, everyone's a keen gossip right now. Handy that. So I put my ear to the ground to get some intelligence, work my charms, that won't work, interrogate, well let's not trifle. I'll put my ear to the ground. We got some intelligence. Nice. The streets of 20 Eagles are abuzz with whispers of war and blood, with many locals utterly convinced that Lord Mark plans a conflict soon. Of course, war is hardly a rare occurrence, which makes it all the easier for gossips and rumour mongers to stir fears when there's little else to fill the long evenings. True or not, it makes for plenty of chatty folks who are positively eager to share their opinions and what they've heard with an enterprising stranger. This is the time to work our charms. We got another intelligence. Wakefield. Gossip spreads through commoners faster than fire through an old city, and there's no faster spreading gossip than rumours of the Lady of Wakefield's suspecting adultery. Of course, no one would dare voice something so brazen entirely openly, but behind closed doors, after a cup of wine or two, and with mysterious figures seen about the court, people are guarded, but their thirst for scandal still renders them vulnerable to a little tactile questioning. I'm going to spend the prestige and the opinion here to get the truth, because it's the last one. Lord Warren's agents meet us in Wakefield, eager to take our report to their lord. It's not much, for gathered rumours and hearsay being so sparse, there's comparatively little here for Warren's spymaster to work with. Little, but not quite nothing. A short grumbled conversation later, the Lord's spies bring forth our agreed pay, discreetly of course. We excelled at the contract. What do you mean there was... I guess there was just nothing to find. It wasn't so much that we failed at the contract, it's that there wasn't anything to find. And now Martin would like us to do the same. Martin Mullendore. Oh, in roughly the same places. A follower's heart. Leader Sylvie, my leader. I have met the most bewitching woman here in Heathmill. My knight Eric stumbles as he addresses me. Her family will not let us marry without me paying a sizable dowry. Please, help me. Well, we'll help. Sure. That seems fine. That's not a problem. Bottle House. Low grumblings and lamentations seem to fill Bottle House, the annoyed chatter of the lightly scandalized? It seems a local creditor is calling in various debts all around town, upsetting the locals worse than an unexpected tax. Worse, this is being done with the tacit approval of Lord Garrant's, too many an unforgivable betrayal. Not the best atmosphere to go asking pointed questions in, but hardly the worst for finding embittered servants with loose lips. Let's go for a 64%. He stymies me. Oh no. Echo Hill. Perhaps we can't get into Lord Ector's court without raising a few eyebrows, but it seems that we hardly need to. The locals are abuzz with rumours of infidelity. No one too high, but an unexpected affair does add a little spice to the humdrum of daily life in Echo Hill. Fortunately for us, with so many chins wagging, it should be fairly easy to work the servants and lesser courtiers for crumbs of useful gossip. Let's do it. He caused us to fail as well. Oh, right. All the talk in Twin Eagles is about some official or other in Lord Mark's court caught taking a truly staggering amount of contradictory bribes. Little corruption here and there is nothing unusual. For many civil servants, it's an expected portion of their salary, but these things have limits. Here, those limits have been stretched well past breaking. Poor news for the Lord, excellent news for those with an interest in upset locals with stories to tell. I'll work my charms. We failed all 3. Lord Martin's agents meet us in Twin Eagles, but only briefly. As soon as our excuses for a complete lack of credible information to share begin to flow, the spies realize we've failed. We're bristly told not to waste the Lord's time with our antics, nor to seek his aid in future before their prompt disappearance. Perhaps espionage is not the right game for explorers such as we. He who trades in rumors carries a poor stock. Well, that was not good. How old are we now? Still 13. Just about. Alright. Well, let's go back to the town crier. I can't do that for another month. We were too quick. Alright. In which case, maybe I'll visit the craftsman. Let's see what we got here. Accessories? Anything good? No. Alright then. We'll leave there and chill, I guess. For a little bit. I can't remember what day it was in the 7th moon, so I decided just to wait for all of them. There we go, town crier. Give me some martial duties. They tend to pay. Ooh, hired muscle. Oh, and then collect taxes. Alright. Give me the collect taxes one first. For Gareth Sawyer. Or Garant Sawyer. Though Garant's representative is swift and to the point, the city of Littleton has, it seems, failed to pay an extra tax imposed by the good lord. The residents have resisted further demands, but not quite marched into open revolt just yet. Garant's wants his due, but is cautious of the potential cost of an outright rebellion. A neutral third party is a convenient fiction for browbeating the calcristant settlement's leader, one Master Lyndon, into submission. Let's go. Alright, city gates. So we have had this one before. So we're going to go through these ones. So Lyndon. With Lyndon's one here. Let's see what we got. He has vested you of his authority. Help us in the matter and we'll see to it the world knows of your generosity. My mind flits back to a large chest of what seemed like silver we passed on the way in. Let's try and catch him out in a lie. Our conversation lasts for well over an hour, going over and over and over every last remote detail of Master Lyndon's dealings in Littleton, where they happened, who they were with, and how much was earned, and so on. It doesn't take too much effort to prise the truth from him, something that he seems near terminally surprised by. Alright, let's go to Gunther. Alright. We went past a well-stocked kitchen. I'm going to try and do a learning challenge against him. We'll go over everything in exhaustive detail. We talk for what feels like the better part of a day, discussing every conceivable aspect of Gunther's business in Littleton. No stone left unturned, no question unasked. Despite our best attempts, he seems utterly beyond reproach. John'l? A spot of luxury, John'l runs a thriving bathhouse within Littleton's walls. There's no fool alive who can't appreciate a good bath, washing away the dust and grime of the modern world, and a few coins for the privilege is well worth the cost. As you can see, my properties are successful but hardly extensive. We do good, honest work here, but we can't afford such a steep hike in the Lord's due. However, we did pass a large chest of silver. I'm going to go financial records. We failed. Alright, Barth. Leads us to a source of his wealth, a well-stocked armory, smithy attached, provides weapons and ammunition to the militia and passing caravans alike. I like to play fairly, Lady Sylvie, both in business, with my lessers and with my betters, but fairness is only warranted if everyone is party to it. Otherwise, well, that's how some people get bad blood. Do a learning challenge against them? Well, I've made my decision. Let's see. They genuinely lack the coin to pay, but I lack the evidence to prove it. You shall pay half. Let's see it. As you've collected insufficient piece of evidence, your patchy investigation may lead to resistance from the locals. Yeah, we'll do this. Locals are not entirely happy with my decision. It's clear from their sudden mutterings, yet I doubt that Lord Garance is likely to be overjoyed either. Still, compromise often involves leaving someone or sometimes everyone unhappy, and Master Linden and his cronies know that this is the best resolution they're likely to get. I suppose that's it then. Thank you for your time, Leader Sylvie, grumbles Linden. His hand reaches out to grasp for mine. There's a chance we can add Master Linden to our roll of patrons. He has 910 gold? Oh. I did add him. And I'm going to take his money. Wait, I can't? Oh, his personality is he doesn't want to give us the money. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, now we're going to Lord Hector Jani over here. For some hired muscle. Done a lot of hired muscle in the past, so this should not be an issue for us. Right, get on with the task. So it's 2221. 2119, but not shared. Okay, so I can just do that, and that, and that. Footpad lookout, 1312, 1816. So it doesn't matter, so we'll do that and that. Wonderful. 37 days per phase. And now we just unpause. And we'll let it go. Alright. Ooh, something at the top here. Oh, it's just I can make a request on somebody, but they'll still say no. Oh, we're getting a 4th personality trait. Oh, that's cool. That's not a guarantee. Being at a feast is a flood of impressions. People are talking, the smell of all kinds of food fills my head, the guests are wearing beautiful clothes, the servants are carrying endless plates, and... What was the meaning of that servant boy's wink just now? And say it's also shiny, we become greedy. They're also fun to talk to, I become gregarious. Or, I can't stop obsessing over the glint in the servant's eye. So that is sinful. I guess we're not technically sinful currently. We're kind of, yeah, I don't know. Maybe gregarious. We like talking to people, we're honest, but we are a little bit paranoid, a little bit vengeful. We got kind of like a dual life thing going on here. Yeah, let's do that. The corridors of power. The food at Lord Hector of Echo Hill's residence in Echo Hills is excellent, of course, a far cry from the usual rough and ready fare that I'm so used to. I'm very glad you could answer my summons. I'd like to see if there's anything we can do to help one another. After all, there are certain times that a man of my stature can't quite get debtors down the muck as certain jobs require. Give me some money. Wonderful. He has a hook on us now, but I don't think there's a lot he can do with a hook on us, if I'm honest. So that's fine. Anything in here? Ooh, somebody would say yes. Warryn. Ah, 66 more gold, Warryn. Thank you very much for your contribution. We've now finished the camp perimeter, so it's now fully there. We get a ton of travel speed from that. What have we got? So we get 3 upgrades in the camp perimeter as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 6 things. So what we're doing, also none of them have upgrades, is we're choosing the best 3. So, well, let's start with this. What's the worst on this list? What could we immediately cut off? I think we can cut off camp hygiene. I don't think that plague danger is a thing because we can just leave, right? If we're in a camp. So, immediately camp hygiene, don't need it. Ditch digging. I don't find retreat losses to be that useful because if you're in a situation where you're retreating, you're likely going to lose the war or whatever you're in already. Defender advantage is okay though, although we won't get any. Oh, we might get defender advantage. So defender advantage 5 is how I'm seeing that. Travel safety is okay. Oh, we can't construct that because I'm not a sword for hire. All right. I also can't do ditch digging. In which case, the 3 that we can take are extra watches, fixed layout, and good sitting. Oh, in which case, I think we got a fairly easy top 3 then, right? And this is the worst. Yeah, this is the worst, because... actually, no, wait. No, this one's just a better version of this one. Wait, why is this one so much better than the other one? They cost the same amount. This is enemy hostile scheme phase length, 10 days slower per scheme phase. This is enemy hostile scheme phase length, 40 days slower. And you get the same scheme discovery chance. Does this upgrade? Nope. Alright, so that's obviously the worst one then. I mean, we don't have any archers or archer cavalry, but this is better even without that. And this is obviously the best one, is fixed layout. So let's do that. Right. And now we're going to chill with our contract. Some more hard muscle waiting. Cool. Clear that. Continue chilling. Hooks are expiring, but that's okay. More hooks are expiring. How old are we? 14. Cool. We're getting there. We're getting there bit by bit. There is a plague coming. It's a pretty big plague, actually. Smallpox. Doesn't look like it's going to come this far south, but we'll keep an eye on it. Could be a bit problematic. We are about to finish our camp. Right. We've done that one. I'm now going to upgrade extra watches because it's the second best. We'll do that. I don't know if we're going to upgrade the last one or leave it blank. I think we might leave it blank for the only option we have really is that one or the plague resistance one. I don't think we need to choose between these two bad options. Sanctified glass. I'm going to keep repairing this even though it's a waste of money. Although, maybe Warryn wants to pay for that. Yeah, Warryn wanted to repair our glass. Wonderful. Thank you, Warryn, for another contribution to the pile. Yeah. And that is 100%. We'll execute with Seize the Moment. And it was a success. Wonderful. Get another 52 gold. And Lord Ector is now on our roll of patrons. And we can now ask him for some gold. Wonderful. Looking very good now. Right. We're now 15. Lorcas got 50 clerk. So this was just a courtier we have. Oh, I forgot when Lorcas appeared. I don't know if we ever noticed Lorcas appearing. He maybe could have become a knight in another world when we did it. Oh, if we did it when he was younger. Wait, could I say that? Oh no, there we go. We can make him a knight. Yeah, Oh, I'm gonna gain stress though because I'm paranoid. This is why people hate paranoid. It's because you gain stress all the time for no reason. Right. Alright, Lorcas. Well, we also can't do anything with Lorcas, I just realized. Is Lorcas a guest? Is that what's happening here? No. Wait. Yeah, who is Lorcas? He's just a courtier, but we can't, like, well, he doesn't have, like, the arranged spouse button. So if I go to us here, and, like, I go to... you? Oh, no, I guess you just don't get that for these guys. Okay, that's fine, then. Could ask him to take the vows. I don't think I need to, but... Okay. Cool. Anyway, that's fine. Lorcas might have gotten generated by a child event, and I missed it. I think that's most likely outcome there. Camp perimeter. Could upgrade our pavilion to the next level, I suppose. Although you can get that for free, so I don't know if I want to. We can also upgrade something here. Maybe we want something that reduces our stress, although there doesn't appear to be anything that reduces our stress. This gives us more travel speed. I do kind of like baggage train for the travel speed. Yeah, let's upgrade baggage train then. If that's what I like the look of, let's just get it. Right. We should see if there are any contracts here. Contracts? I want this one. Wonderful. Rescue a fair subject. Do rescue a fair subject. Oh, that's Warryn who wants someone rescued. Oh, well, if it's Warryn or someone else, we'll do it for Warryn. He is our patron who gives us the most money. That's fine. Rescue a fair subject. To the rescue. We want to do a balanced approach. Muscle thug, so it's 23-21. They do not cross over. Alright, wonderful. We'll go for you. Then we'll leave a second. So lookout and footpad. 18, 16, and there's no crossover. Okay. So we can stick those two people in here, and then I'll put Harlan in on that one. Wonderful. It is 10-day phases, which is as low as it can be. Let's go. Very, very quick rescuing of people. Right, so we will come of age very soon, actually. We're only 3 months away. Execute scheme. Seize the moment. Back. A high-pitched scream makes its way through the thicket of trees, and I follow. Standing in the middle of a clearing is one of the most beautiful women I've ever laid my eyes on. She wields a stick like a spear and tries to keep her distance from a ferocious lynx. With a quick slash of my blade, I cleave into the beast, and the animal lets out a spurt of blood, staining the grass as it falls. My lady, the woman cries, falling to her knees. Fruella. We could try and recruit Fruella. Right? Yeah. Warryn might not like that. Or we just take her back to Warryn. We'll try and recruit her. Why not? She feels insulted that we tried to recruit her. Wow. Well, let's do this one. Let's rescue someone else. Let's go. HM approach. We know we can just basically stick some people in here. There we go. Because it's the same thing as last time. There we go. And chill. Is that going up by 14 per? I think it is. That's incredible. Baggage train is finished. Nice. Could upgrade it to the next level, which I think I will do. We also now have the... Oh, we get more officers with Scout for Talent, but we now have a head porter position as well, which is cool. And receive more transport contracts. Right. Make request, Lord Warryn. Give me some more money, Lord Warryn. Wonderful. And coming of age. With the help of Lothar, I've finally concluded my studies in the art of stewardship, which don't appear to be good. I am disappointed in my results, as I really think I could have done better. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the woman I have become. The friendship I shared with Eric meant a lot to me when we were both young, and to have him by my side, or when we were both young, and to still have him by my side means a lot. I have some memorable times with Ormond. He truly helped me understand both myself and love, and the things that Alyce put me through as a child still weigh heavily on me, and every time I see her, my mood is sure to turn sour. So Thrifty Clerk is a level 2 education. Not great, but it could have been worse. Flexible Leader. Okay, that's fine. Apparently I'm fond of Ormond. You get to survive, Ormond. I'm no longer Lothar's ward. And now we have come of age. Oh, and we have a ton of perks to unlock. We do gain 50% extra in here. So if I want anything in here, this is the time. Monument expeditions are pretty good. We can get even more travel speed if I do that as well. Yeah, and some stress loss. Could go all the way down here. Get a bunch of bonuses. Make activities cheaper. Maybe do a ton of activities with some travel speed. That's an option. And to start traveling as quickly as we can. Yeah, we could make our second better on this one. It would also make us better at fighting. So this one's got a lot of positives. Stewardship. The stewardship get it. I mean, I think it just makes things cheaper, right? Most of the time. And we increase the aptitude of our officers, which I guess is cool. Visiting points of interest improves all followers by 1 skill point, or a capital point of interest. That's intriguing. That might actually be good to do early if we were going to do it. Travel speed on the other side is also very interesting. Alright. Marshal. There's some options here, which I don't think we need. And then, yeah. I think I quite like the idea of doing worldly knowledge. And if we go to university and get some extra perks, we can probably guarantee that almost immediately. Let's do this. We'll do bartering. Stewardship scheme phase length goes down as well. Contract scheme growth goes up in general. And provision gain goes up. That's cool. And in 5 years we can change it. And now we can take a bunch of perks. So I get a single perk here. I don't know. The friend scheme is quite useful. And we can use the challenge board game thing. Yeah, let's do that. Here, Stalwart Leader, easy pick. I think we can lead armies. Even if our martial tradition doesn't allow it, but I don't know. It also means we can challenge rivals to single combat. Again, I don't know if we can do that. But it's a very easy one to do anyway. We might want to do courtship into promising prospects so we can increase marriage acceptance. The other option is that we do... Yeah, something that makes our sieges better. Organized march, I guess, for the travel speed is nice. Do chivalric dominance, but they've nerfed it. I think promising prospects makes sense for us. Make marriage acceptance more... yeah, make it better for us. Here, I'm going to grab cutting costs to make our refill men at arms cheaper. With the intention that I'm going to go down to this, to worldly knowledge. Here, we get 1 point. Anatomical studies is an incredible single point. I think I have to, right? Yeah, I think it's so good. Makes your personal physician better. So, it seems like the perfect single point. Patron aspect. What are we looking at here? So something like the Smith might be okay. Or the Stranger. Enemy hostile scheme, or initial hostile scheme success chance. Yeah, lowers our learning slightly. But would be good in general. Yeah, let's grab the Smith. Let's do that. Seems reasonable for us. Right. Anything else we can do now? There's many things we can do now. No new decisions that are available to us, though. We could potentially marry somebody if we had somebody we wanted to marry at court, but I don't think we do. Ormond did reject us after all, so probably not going to marry him. But yes, we'll see if we can find somebody to marry eventually. And yeah, let's do that. Lost the bossy trait. So we didn't get anything from bossy, but we did get 4 personality traits, which is very unusual. There's 100%. Let's execute scheme. Seize the moment. And we have rescued Alyce. Do you want to join me? She also felt insulted about me asking. A band of 2. Passing through a back alley in spirits, I see a lonely child and her dog sitting in a corner behind a small wall. Here you go, Valor, she tells it as she hands it a small piece of bread, keeping none for herself. Looking at the two, clearly the dog has been taken much better care of than its owner. The kid must be giving it everything she can find. And say, here's some food, kid, or I don't have time for filthy orphans. Give the child some food. Is there not an event where you can then take the child as a ward? That might be if you're landed or something like that. Anyway, a willing follower. I come across a woman while passing through Heath Mill. She is hungry and takes a bite of an apple as I approach. I'm tired of getting kicked around like a dog. No one respects me here. Everyone laughs as soon as Melessa is uttered. Fools! Fiends! Fools! Gah, I get so mad. I must get out of here. My skills could serve you well. Shall we discuss payment? You want to join me? Well, you want to be my stooge? Have 800 provisions and you can be my stooge. Wonderful. We have now arrived back at the Citadel, and it is time for us to do a university visit here. There is an order that you can do, like, if you can get a contract somewhere, isn't there a way that you can do, like, an activity and a contract at the same time? I forgot the order of it, but I think there is something you can do. Also, there you go, we can join grand tournaments now that we're an adult. We just can't participate in the grand tournaments. But we can now join them, which is cool. Although it does say notify when you can join tournaments, and it hasn't notified us, but that might be because we won't make it in time. I don't know where it is. Yeah, like, where is this grand tournament? It is... Alright, yeah, it's there, so we're definitely not making it in time, especially as it started. That's fine. University visit. Planet. Well, I mean... I'm going to cancel that for a second. I might as well go to the place where it is, because we're here. Oh, there's new things around. Cool. Let's do this. Let's do university visit. Starry Sept. Yep. It's also the only university. We're going to go for max here. So max gives you more success or more initial success chance, a better book artifact, which doesn't matter for us, and a random skill point. Our goal is to study hard. It's going to cost us all the money we have, exactly, but we are going to university. Wonderful. And with that, I'm going to end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.